Is rent to rent for you? I know a lot of you have probably been to courses, you've seen content online, but there's not a lot of information as to if it is the right strategy for you. Stick around for this video. I'm going to be breaking down the key questions to ask yourself before delving into the world of rent to rent. So before we get into it, do me a little favor, subscribe to the channel so you get brand new material every single week. Any questions you've got, comment below, I'll personally respond. Is rent to rent for you? What's going on everyone? Simon here, and today I want to answer a question I'm always getting asked. Is rent to rent the right strategy for you? Because it's not for everyone, I'll be honest. And it's not easy. You know, I see a lot of people go to courses, you know, see something online, maybe even see some of my stuff and feel like, oh, this is going to be easy. Wake up call. I'm sorry, it's not going to be easy. But in this video, I want to give you some guidelines as to whether it's for you and whether you're going to be a success in rent to rent. So point number one is money. Okay, the common misperception is it's no money down. I'm afraid it's not. It can be low money, but realistically speaking, I think you're going to need more than 10 grand to do it. And I think that's because not only do you need to get set up, but you need to get educated, get the right agreements, and then you need the money to do the refurb for the deals, to pay the agency, the security deposit or their company let fees, and then to pay the monthly rent. Because you don't want to take a property when you can't pay a couple of months rent just in case the property is empty. So you will need some money, okay? Now look, I started with 3K, but I had to borrow money. I had to use credit cards and do all this ducking and diving to get up to a certain point. So it is possible, but I would recommend if you got over 10K, ideally 15 to 20. If you're down south as well, then you'll be ready to go. Time, how much time do you need? It's a funny old game because it kind of develops as you go through the strategy. At the beginning, you won't need that much time. I remember when I started, I was traveling quite a lot with work at the time, so I could only dedicate a few hours a week to sourcing deals. But I was fine. I got up early, got all my setup done, my website, and then I would call up agents for an hour or two, you know, a couple times a week, and then I'd allocate an afternoon to do the viewings. That's fine. But as you get the deals and then have to do the refurbs and then maybe have to do the maintenance and stuff, it will take up more and more of your time. And I found that by the time I got to 10 rent to rents and it was just me, I was running around like a headless chicken. So make sure that you're, you know, at the beginning, you can invest a little bit of time, but you're probably going to need to invest more time or be really good at systems down the line. Number 3 is hard work. Are you willing to put the hard work in? Because I'll be honest, it's not easy. You're going to need a strong why and you're going to want to change your life. I always say, first things you need to do is decide whether you're going to change your life. The next thing you need to do is decide whether property is definitely the vehicle to do it. And finally, you need to decide if it's rent to rent. So you need to make those decisions, be 110% in, and then apply yourself. A little bit on passive income here. Is rent to rent passive? Well, it's more passive than a 9 to 5, 38 hours a week. You know, you do have to put the time in, but when I put the time in, I could do it from home in my dressing gown, barely have to leave the house unless I want to, and I could probably do it anywhere in the world. So it's not completely passive. However, it's a lot more passive than going to work. And if you can systemize it, it could be great. And last but not least, key factor. Are you willing to persist? Because you're going to need thick skin to do rent to rent. You're going to get a lot of knockbacks. So once you're putting in the hard work, you're going to get loads of no's and you need to be able to ride through them. So if you've not got thick skin, it's not for you. Turn the video off, drop tools, just stop. Go and save up and then buy a house. If you've got thick skin and you're ready to go through the nose and keep going and have them hard times, but it be worth it, then rent to rent could be for you. So just to summarize, what are you going to need to do to make rent to rent work? First of all, you're going to need some money. Next, you're going to need a little bit of time at the beginning, but the potential to scale that up as you grow. Number 3, you're going to need to be willing to put the hard work in. And number 4, get your thick skin on and be willing to persist. Hope that's useful. Best of luck.